Yes, let's talk about this restoration situation that I've actually spoken about many times, over the past few years. Okay, so first and foremost, let me bring some clarity to the situation. As per the situation that I have been talking about and been dealing with on several different levels over the past few years, I want to bring some clarity to some things. Like, I don't think that people really understand some certain things that I have actually said, and so let me just help you to understand a little bit more. So, okay, so if it is that you know, I have been talking about closure and talking about, wanting to see closure, wanting to see restoration or restitution, a new beginning, and I've been working towards those things over the past few years. And we have started experiencing certain things because, certain things are happening now, people are responding, different things are moving in a positive direction, despite some of the other challenges still that I experience or have sometimes and so on. Okay, so let me help some people to understand certain things a little bit more. Now, one of the things that has happened over the past few years, if it is that I say, for example, I want to teach people about, I desire to teach people about the whole savior hero situation, because I wanted them to become more acquainted with Jesus and certain things as it pertains to who we are supposed to be, whether in our communities or whether we as representatives of Christ and so on. And so it's a situation wherein it is that I have been teaching certain things as it relates to savior, or the grounds upon which we function like Christ. Christ, say I'm a representative of Christ and I'm functioning like a helping to save people in different areas and so on. It doesn't mean that just because it's a situation wherein I've been functioning in those capacities, does it mean that it's not a thing where it is that I'm also someone who is supposed to have been restored. I chose to deny myself certain things at certain points in order for the betterment of people, in order for people to understand certain things, and in order for certain things to move in a positive direction. But people have to understand what the truth of the matter has been. The truth of the situation is that because I have been at the center, much of the things that have happened as a result of people being sometimes mistreated because they were an extension to me. So it's a situation wherein the situation really happened to me, and other people were hurt as an extension to the fact that many times things were being mistreated or mishandled because of it being connected to me. So people were being mistreated, mishandled, things were happening in a particular kind of way because it was a way to get at me. so even when it is that I had put together the lawsuit situation and so on, it was from the premise that I had a situation wherein when I got a mental breakdown, certain things happened, and as a result of certain things happening, certain other things started to happen and so on. But much of the thing really happened because first and foremost, the very first, when from the onset, what had actually initially been the case is that I was being targeted, and and it was more of a situation wherein, as a result of some of the things that were transpiring as a result of me being mistreated in certain respects, other people started being mistreated afterwards as a result of that. But it's not a situation wherein It's not a situation wherein I was never to be restored. I just only was being selfless, chose to focus on other people that were hurting so that I could help other people, as well as to enlighten and empower and to teach and to encourage and to strengthen. And so the premise upon which I many times have encouraged this whole restoration situation is not from one where it is that I don't think that I'm supposed to be restored. It is a situation wherein I chose to put myself aside so that I could focus on other people that were hurting, so that I could get the situation moving in a positive direction, so that other people were in a state where it's that they understood or learned how to function in certain areas, how to treat certain things, how to receive. So for those who were hurting, I was trying to teach them how to function by faith, how to function with hope, how to function, in certain challenging situations. But it's not a situation wherein I was only, I was only focusing on certain things being a particular way. If I was being selfish, a lot of things, positive things that have happened would not have happened. And that's one of the things that I was teaching people how to love each other and so on, just as God was teaching me certain things even more, I was teaching other people as well, directly and indirectly. So please understand what the situation has been. Please don't misunderstand. So this whole thing of me saying if I wake up at 7:21 or 8:21 or 8:13 or 7:13, at the end of the day, the fact of the matter remains that I wake up and it's the closing of a day and the beginning of a new day. Okay, so just understand what I'm saying, because many of the times, sometimes when certain things look a certain way, people really don't understand the premises upon which certain things are done. So please understand, I want to see forgiveness for those who need to, those who were doing wrong, for offenders, as well as those who have even still functioned like enemies to me. I still want to see forgiveness for them, and I want to see, those who are hurting, as well as supporters, those who have supported me in various different areas. I want to see them blessed and so on and so forth.